Yay, yay. Welcome back. We back.
All right, bet it up.
Episode 15 of the Sharpshooters Podcast. I'm your humble and gracious host, Mr. Brinsky Sharpe. You know I got my guys in the building with me. I'm going to bring them up in a second, but make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Oh, boy, we got into it before we even started the pod. We over here arguing for a whole hour before we had some great content. I wish I would have recorded it, but hey, we on now. Welcome, my guys. Arlon.
What's going on, brother?
Player, my lawyer.
Yes, sir.
And this H-Town Negro syrup sipping, my guy.
Hey, man, you know what's going down, man. Hold up. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shouts to N. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, show it off. He lost the bet. He lost the bet.
Let's go. Can we go and get the shots out the way, bro?
Yeah. So shouts to N. You already know. I had to show them love today. HBCU life. You already know. You know what I'm saying?
Dang, man. I forgot to put my shot by me. So we'll wait. We'll wait. Everybody got their shot by them. Okay. That's cool. I'm the one that's messing up, and I told everybody had their shots ready. But appreciate everybody coming through. I think this is episode 15. I hope I am right. Anybody can confirm that out there? Anybody?
Shit, let's just go with it. 15.
No, well, episode 14. Episode 15, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 15. And yes, it is. I am right. Episode 15. But man, we got a jam-packed show for you people today. Got a bunch of good topics. But the first one was Jayden Daniels the right pick for the Heisman. And the thing I had about this, man, I don't even know why this was even a question, but it was really, really out there because for the longest they were trying to give it to Bo Nix. And then he lost to Michael Penix. Then all of a sudden, Michael Penix is the Heisman Trophy winner out of nowhere after Michael Penix had a couple of down games or whatnot. But I love Michael Penix. And Bo Nix played awesome this year. I always give Bo a hard time, but Bo actually had a great year. Shout out to Bo. But it wasn't even no question that who was the real Heisman Trophy winner, and that's Jayden Daniels. You can look up the stats. The man had better stats than Joe Burrow. And then if you add the running in there, it blows Joe Burrow's stats out the water. So if you say Joe Burrow had the greatest QB season of all time, but somebody had better stats than him in the SEC, I don't even know how you even question that. What are you guys' thoughts?
Man, we kind of touched on it last pod, but there's no one else to pick. I understand why people were trying to argue for Bo Nix because he had 40 touchdowns also, but bruh, you start looking at everything else and you just get at Jayden Daniels. Third in passing yards at about 3,800, only 4 INTs. Which is with 40 touchdowns to 4 INTs is crazy. And then through completed passes over 70%. Over 70% complete passes. And then you start taking in the rushing yards. Had 10 rushing touchdowns, over 1,100 rushing yards. And I think I read somewhere that there's only been, and someone fact check it, but there's only been 11 players in FBS history to record at least 3,000 passing yards and 1,000 rushing yards in a single season. And Jayden Daniels became the first player in FBS history to tally at least 350 passing yards and 200 rushing yards in a game. And that game that he did it, that Florida game, is what confirmed it to me. Over 606 total yards, 372 in the air, 2 touchdowns, 234 on the ground, 2 touchdowns. So I don't see how you can say anybody other than Jayden Daniels. Strength of schedule, the strength of which he played. Who could you say? He was the runaway. And I think, like I said, after that Florida game, I remember November 11th. That was it. That was it for me. He had me in that game.
I'm gonna say this much, man. For me, it wasn't even a Florida game that convinced me when he went neck and neck with Ole Miss, and he duked it out with them boys. I was like, yo, this kid is different. You know, he put up some real crazy numbers. I think he put up like 400 in the air. Let me go see. He put up, how much did he rush for that game? Well, 99 yards. But I just like the way, I like some of the plays he was making. I like that game. It was a really close competitive matchup. And that's when I was just like, yo, homie is the truth. He can do it on the ground and he can do it in the air. Now, I don't know how much credit I should give to his receivers for making them look so well this season in the air. Because, you know, hey, they was catching a lot of them passes, man. And, you know, you can't do it without your wideouts. But, hey, because I don't know how that's going to translate, how his game's going to translate in the NFL. You know, once he goes to that next level, you know, it's really going to show, was it more so Jayden Daniels or was it more so the players around him, his team? So, you know, like I said, I feel like they did pick the right player for the Heisman out of these guys. Because, hey, he played phenomenal all season, man. He did a really good job, you know, leading that team, you know. So I rock with him.
Yeah, man. The one thing, especially if it's somebody in the SEC up for the Heisman, this how they always sum it up to me, in my opinion. If you beat Alabama and you play good, they damn near gonna throw the Heisman in your hand. Look at Cam, look at Johnny Manziel, look at Joe Burrow. There's plenty of guys they have gave that Heisman to. Like right after that game, it wasn't even no conversation. And it ain't like he was playing bad against Alabama. Yeah, I think he had like 186 yards right before he got hurt. 186 yards as a quarterback against Alabama. That is crazy. And trust me, I was highly frustrated in that game because of how we just kept letting them like they ain't hold contained to him. And then all of a sudden they just started to hold contained to him. But it was unfortunate that he got a concussion. Because I don't never want to see nobody get out the game, especially not like that.
Right.
Now if they just quit because they can't take it, then I can live with that. But not off getting hurt. But man, it I don't want to say the reason why. I don't even know what's the hate on the dude. Why they even felt that way? Why this was even a question at all?
Record. It was just the record, man. In my opinion, I feel like it was the record.
Even and that's the whole thing too. Like, bro, even if it was the record, I ain't never heard no problem with RG3. There's other guys that had like these records. It doesn't matter about the team. Was this guy the most outstanding player? Is he the best college football player in the nation this year? That's literally all it is.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and the Heisman, like we always said, you know, in the past few episodes, we've been talking about this. It's a quarterback's award most of the time. You know, they normally they normally give it to quarterbacks. You know, sometimes you get receivers and skilled players, athletes. Sometimes you get a couple defensive guys, but majority of the time it's going to somebody's quarterback. And you know, like I said, man, Jayden was the truth this year, man. He did it all. And only thing he didn't do was just win as many games as the other guys that was going up against him for the Heisman. So, you know, that's his only takeaway. Like, even like I said, the Ole Miss game, when I saw him put up 400 and the ad put up 100, almost 100 on the ground, I was like, yo, this dude's pretty nice. That's when I really started watching him, even though they lost that game. But that was a very, very close matchup, bro. That was like a nail biter. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, more power to him, bro. It's good to see another black quarterback in this Heisman thing. You know what I'm saying? It's real dope. I'm really liking this.
Yeah,
Tell me
man.
something.
Especially go ahead. My fault.
My bad. Tell me something. David, you said something. Something about you don't know how much credit should go to his receivers. His progression from, and Brinsky, you may be best to answer, but his progression from last year to this year. I think last year he only had about 17 touchdowns. Do you attribute any of that to the system? Do you attribute any of that to the system? Him jumping from 17 TDs to 40? Or you attribute that all to his progression as a quarterback?
His progression. Brian Kelly ain't never had no quarterback like that. Brian Kelly ain't never had no quarterback like that. It's just like the same thing with Joe Burrow or whatnot. Well, with Joe Burrow, he had a great offensive coordinator in Joe Brady, but still, it was a lot. You can still see it in the NFL right now with Joe. When healthy, he's one of the top quarterbacks in the league. And so I just think it was his progression. Like I didn't think nothing great about him last year or whatnot, but he really opened my eyes this year, and especially when it's a up and coming draft. I seen him on the mock draft. A certain team, they had him by, and that just so happened to be my team. I said, you know what, I wouldn't mind it whatsoever. So yeah, man. You can go ahead, Dave.
Oh no, I was done.
Oh, okay. No, and he was asking a question, talking about just his progression from last year.
Oh, his progression from
last year to this year. Mm-hmm.
Man, that's a hard one, bro. Because I mean, if you look at the stats, man, I do feel like he has progressed as a quarterback, man, over the years for sure. You know, he's gotten better, and but it kind of is a system thing. You know, he didn't start putting up his crazy numbers for real until he got to LSU. You know what I mean? Like he was, I think at Arizona State his last year, he was like 10-10 touchdowns and INTs. I don't really know much about if he started that whole season. I got to go back and do my research. But you know, when he got to LSU, you know, like Arlon said, he put up 17 and what, 4?
17, yeah, 4-3, 1-2.
Yeah, 17-4, and then this year, you know, he put those phenomenal numbers up. So, you know, hey, like I said, we can give it to his progression because he's gotten better every year. That's a good thing. You know, some quarterbacks don't progress like that. They fall back after the season, or you know, their best season is their junior season, not their senior year, or some crap like that. So, you know, hey, I give it to his progression, bro.
Well, as always, man, we already knew who was gonna win the Heisman. It wasn't no question about this. It was just win the Heisman. I feel like sometimes during the years in the Heisman Trophy ceremony, it's just like, bro, y'all just wasting time just to get these ratings up, to get the suspense. Like, bro, we know who about to win this. It ain't even no. I can't believe I won. I felt a little cap from Jayden when he was like, "Oh, I think he said something on the line like he didn't know until it like actually happened." Like, Negro, you knew you had that Heisman. I don't even know why that was even a thought in your mind.
You know, like
man, you know, ain't no. I have never watched the Heisman Trophy ceremony, and they be like, I watched the Heisman Trophy ceremony, and majority of the time, folks know the closest one that I think, and it's still it's still the closest vote ever is the Mark Ingram, Toby Gerhart year. That's easily the closest vote ever because I remember how like the West Coast was trying to give it to Toby Gerhart. I'm like, Mark Ingram just did this in the SEC against Florida. I know if Stanford played Florida, Toby Gerhart wouldn't even be a factor.
Toby was balling though.
He was balling in the Pac-12.
You know, hey, A lot of their running backs in the Pac-12 go crazy,
and then they fall off.
Do you remember like how close the vote was that year?
If I can say, if I say, I can't. Dude, you probably have to look it up for me, but I think it was like 100 points or less than that. But it was close to it, like the Heisman vote, but it's still the closest vote ever. But
I thought the close vote was like Reggie Bush, Vince Young, and
no, that was Reggie Bush Heisman. Like, bro, I'm trying to tell you, it's stuff we know who win these Heisman. Vince Young was gonna be second place regardless. That was Reggie Bush Heisman from the get-go. Like, bro, I can just name the years and guys can be like, oh yeah, he was definitely gonna win it. Like right after that, it's like Cam Newton, Andrew Luck. We knew Cam Newton was winning that. Like, come on. The next year after that, it was Johnny Manziel, I believe. Yeah, it was Johnny Manziel. He was gonna win that. Joe Burrow, yeah, we knew he was gonna win that. Like, bro, sometimes they just build up the suspense. Like, matter of fact, before I move on, that the documentary that they just had on the 30 for 30 on the 1997 Heisman Trophy ceremony had Ryan Leaf, Randy Moss, Peyton Manning, Charles Wilson. That's building up suspense because it's either gonna be Charles Wilson or Peyton Manning, but nobody knows what they're gonna do. That is big suspense, and I love how that documentary was played out because Charles Wilson is one of my favorite players ever. So shout out to Charles. But you could have went Peyton Manning way.
Yeah,
they could have went the traditional way and go for a quarterback, but I'm glad that they didn't because that year, who was the best player? And you say who's gonna be the? Go ahead.
When they have a chance to get away from the quarterback, I think they should take it every year. Like if it's neck and neck, give it to somebody else because you don't want all the awards in football, all the ones that like catch your eye, to always be quarterback awards. Like.
I think that's a great point. I didn't even just say just give it to him. I just say if it's like, damn man, I just use them too because I can't think of too many years where a defensive player was like up there. But you got Charles Wilson right here, and you got Peyton Manning, and you having a hard time deciding who's who. That means it's probably the defensive player year. So that's why I'm all the way with you on that. If you having a hard time, like, I don't know. Yes, he got all these passing stats and all that, but man, did you see what this man doing on defense? Like, he can't do no wrong. Like that final one before I move on that wasn't the Dominican Sue. That was the same year as Mark Ingram and them. They had because I think it was Mark Ingram, Toby Gerhart, Colt McCoy, the Dominican Sue, and Tim Tebow. And I felt like the Dominican Sue was whatever Toby Gerhart. I really feel like Toby Gerhart thing was so overrated, bro. Shout out to Toby Gerhart, but bro,
Toby was fire, man. Come on,
Toby was cool, man. Toby was cool, man. Especially guys that had NCAA. Man, Toby was cool, bro. But I'm like, bro,
you know how we saying the Pac-12 is like overrated, like as far as they running back. But you know, you seen Christian McCaffrey, like he came out and did his stuff.
That's cool. Christian McCaffrey.
It's a little different.
Christian McCaffrey was in no man's land when he was in Carolina. You see what happened when you got him out of Carolina?
But he was killing it.
He was killing it when Cam was there. But when Cam left, it was like, man, it's kind of hard to get these yards.
It was hard for a lot of them cats.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't like how they be. Matter of fact, we're gonna go somewhere else with it. But shout out to Jayden Daniels. See you in the NFL. Get ready to make a whole lot of money. Hey, if you line up with us, if we going for a quarterback, hopefully we get you. Next one, Mr. Big Money. I like it. This man right here. So big old Shohei Ohtani, 700, 9 figures. That's that 9 figures. Boy, that's that different kind of money right there, boy.
Only LA, man.
Not low 9 figure. We talking about how. And then it was like projected for him to go to the Blue Jay, but that was a rumor. Somebody's plane was going that way.
I heard the Braves.
Well, I'm talking about the day. It was like the day when they thought they were gonna say it, but it was gonna be the next day.
Okay.
I was like, okay, maybe the Braves still got a chance. And then out of nowhere, because I follow him on Instagram, a big old LA picture was up, and I seen Shohei Ohtani. I didn't even read the caption. I was like, okay, he going to the Dodgers. I just want to know how much they were talking. And boy, when I seen that 10 years, 700 million, when they confirmed that, I was like, sheesh.
That's insane, bro.
Boy,
that's insane.
That's different kind of money.
That baseball money crazy.
But dog, that is like, well, he's deferring his contract. I have to mention it, deferring his contract for like 10 years until the contract is over. So he's only going to get paid $2 million a year until that contract is over. So the Dodgers can have flexibility to sign people. And then right after that, I think he gets $64 million each year after that. So I don't care, bro. I want my money now because they may try to sneak something. That was the only thing I felt bad about. I like, man, they try to sneak something. Like, oh, he did something to somebody so they can take that money away when it get close to that time. I don't know why I did. I'm just thinking in the day and time that we in, man. And I just like, oh, man, get your money. Get your money.
But I mean,
what's y'all thoughts on it?
He gonna get his money for sure. It's baseball. You know what I'm saying? That baseball money different, bro. Some of these cats, I know it's one baseball player. I cannot remember his name, man. I know they were paying him, man, up to like 10 years after he last played baseball or something like that, after he retired.
Bobby Bonilla.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, he's still getting paid. He's getting paid all the way until 2035.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, he's still getting checks. So he ain't gotta worry about it.
My fault. Go ahead.
I said I don't think he's ever gonna have to worry about getting his full 700 M's messing with a baseball contract, but that's insane, man. That money is crazy, bro.
Yeah. The only thing, my fault, Arlon, if you about to go. The only thing that was so cool about Bobby Bonilla stuff, the crazy thing about his, I think he didn't sign that much for his contract. Like, he deferred the money, and like the percentage was so high on the back end. Whoever his agent was light years ahead of everybody. Like, they said it was done before, but it wasn't done the way he did it. And that's why every July 1st is Bobby Bonilla Day.
Yeah.
That man get that check. It's literally every year is Bobby Bonilla Day. But that Shohei money, it's still Bobby Bonilla Days. I literally celebrated with him because I like, boy, I think he was like the third. At one point, I think he was like the third highest Met player on the roster for salary wise, bro. That jump was crazy, dog. I like, bro, this man probably just in Miami or wherever, just chilling
for the rest of his life.
Damn, man, that is wild. What's your thoughts, Arlen?
Man, shout out to Ohtani for getting the bag, bro. They bamboozled us, man. Hey, if I have a son, baseball every day. That's exactly what we do, bro. There's no cap salary. The age limit's 18. There's no college requirement. Why did they do that to us, bro? I'm hating. I'm here hating. Like, bro, this sport, I feel like all our sports, basketball, football, college requirement, age requirement. Like, bruh, what? Y'all want to make as much money off it as you can. And here this man is making $700 million. And he's not even
You're
gonna
not
be playing
even
for the
from here.
team. Bruh. Right. Coming here just for the baseball, just to throw the joint. That's it. That's it, bro.
700
And
names, bro.
I wonder how much is guaranteed. Like, I wonder how much is guaranteed. If he gets injured for 2-3 years, how much does he still get?
Baseball is fully
He's getting his
guaranteed.
money.
It doesn't
He's
matter.
getting every
He's getting.
700.
That's why the
Look at him.
baseball union is the best union in sports.
But
NBA,
there's also no cap. Like, there's no salary
Mhm.
cap. So
Yep.
that spurs it. So if I just get a bunch of millionaires, a few billionaires to put in, what's 700 million to someone with 25-50 billion? Nothing. You know what I mean? So stretched out over time. So yeah, shout out to him. Let's start. Next kid, baseball.
Oh yeah, man.
I've been saying that. If I have a son, he's a baseball player. He ain't playing football and all that crap, basketball, man, baseball. I want them baseball.
Shit, if I have a girl baseball, bro, I'm trying to get it in the MLB. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but we get into the MLB. 700 is crazy.
You at least go play softball and get a free scholarship.
Bro, they don't. Bro, I don't want that. We don't even got to see college. Give us the MLB 500 mil.
Man, I gotta shout out my guy, and he already know he my guy, former Tuskegee baseball coach, Reggie Hollins.
Oh, that's my boy.
Yeah, man, I'm loving what because Reggie did with minority baseball prospect. I just love the whole thing, man. And I already told him about this sponsorship. I'm putting you out there, Reggie. I'm putting you out there. He already know what time it is, man. I gotta shout out my guy because man, they doing big things with that, man. And I just can't wait to see how big that grow. And with kids, and it's dealing with a lot of black kids. And of course, other culture, but I love to see like a bunch of African American kids playing in it because it's just like, bro, we really don't see it. Not like how we used to see it, and it really wasn't as many black players then, for real. But it's like less and less now. But you can see it growing now, especially with these contracts. Man, listen here. If you can just get the opportunity to just make it to the major leagues, you got a chance.
Well,
I don't care, man. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this, like, where I'm from, like, well, baseball is the first sport I ever learned how to play. Like, my granddad, like, was on me about baseball. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of just like where I'm from, bro, in Houston, like, of course, it wasn't the most popular thing for black kids to play baseball, bro. And like, even like going to high school, bro, like they only let a certain amount of black kids on the teams, bro. It was like one brother on each team, like whether it was freshman, the JV, and then the varsity team, bro. It was actually one brother that actually made on the team. And it was kind of like a joke amongst, like, you know, the kids at school, because we saw like they only let one black kid on the team, you know what I'm saying? And it was like true, like every year, bro. Like I can literally name the guys on one hand, bro, like who the baseball players was that was like playing baseball while I was there, like the whole time, bro. So I just think like if it was more popular, if we pushed it on like our black youth, like, you know what I'm saying, more, then the kids would want to play it. But see, it was wild when I got to Tuskegee. We met all these cats from like all over the, US. Man, I would see cats with, they letterman jackets on, baseball players. They'll be from Chicago. I'm like, yo, like, y'all was playing baseball? Like, it was like, yeah, man, it's just popular up there. Like, but it's just like, I guess it's just what region you in, bro. Like, I don't know, maybe the South is just straight football, number one, of course. You know what I'm saying? And
Always and forever.
second basketball, and then then it's baseball. You know what I mean? But it's just not the most popular sport where we're from, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you growing up in the South, bro, you want that Letterman to have football on it. You know what I'm saying? Like just what it is.
It could have all of them.
All of them if you can, but I mean,
yeah,
it just wasn't a popular sport for the brothers, man.
You're right.
Going back on what you're saying, Sharpe. Shout out to Reggie. Shout out to Reggie, what he's doing for Tuskegee baseball and what he's doing for baseball, period.
Well, he's not with Tuskegee no more. He doing
he's not with Tuskegee anymore?
That minority prospect.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's what he's doing now.
Shout out to Reggie doing the minorities prospecting and everything.
Minority baseball prospects.
Yeah.
It's like they got a whole
baseball.
Instagram page. So y'all make sure y'all follow. I want to make sure I get it right. Y'all can make sure y'all follow them on Instagram at MBP Takeover on Instagram. And if you want to follow my guy Reggie, MBP Prez, PREZ, give my boy a shout out, man. I just had to shout him out.
Yeah, shout out to him for what he's doing in baseball. But I also want to touch on what you're saying to Haven real quick about Chicago. Wrigley Field is located in Illinois. And Wrigley Field is probably one of the, most known baseball stadiums in the country. It was the last baseball stadium to actually get lights because they thought, the owners thought that having lights to baseball ruined the integrity of the game. It was a game that should be played during the day. So they never put lights on it. So that's why it was such a popular thing in that area. It's been one of those. It's been one of those type areas for baseball where, like you said, further down south, like I'm from Georgia, football was a thing for us.
Yeah, football's thing. You had to pretty much go to an all-black school if you had one in your city to like see an all-black baseball team. It just really was, maybe if I would have stayed on my side of town like that I grew up on, I would have probably ended up playing on an all-black baseball team. But I'm telling you, bro, like when you get to high school, man, and it's all about, when you're in high school, man, you want to do the cool things, you know what I'm saying? And shit, man, you already know football in the South is number one, dog. Like it's number one.
Oh,
but I want to touch on this, man. I watched this documentary on Deion. And you know how Deion, I don't know if you guys know, man, he finessed the hell out of baseball, out of Major League Baseball before he signed those NFL contracts, and how he was. You guys know about that?
If you're talking about him threatening just to go play strictly football to get bigger contracts, then yeah,
that and that he was he was actually like signed. I guess he got drafted in the MLB before. I didn't know that. I didn't even know he was like drafted first while he was still in school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that usually happened to a lot of guys. My fault to even cut you off and let you finish your point. Yeah, that happened for a lot of guys, and some guys just like the team still have their rights to you, and it's just up to you if you want to go play for them or not. If I'm saying it right.
Yeah, because I think the video is trying to touch on why the MLB hated Deion. You know what I'm saying? And it was like. It was like, come on, man. Like, they didn't hate Deion. Deion really was a trendsetter. But as far as, like, Deion did things his way, man. He played by his own rules, man. And
sound like today.
Yeah.
Man, what is new, bro? Ain't nothing new under the sun, bro. It just sounds like you talking about something that happened in the 80s, and we in 2023. What else sounds new right now? Yeah. He doing it his way, and folks mad. Hey, man. But just back on the topic, man. Just folks getting these crazy contracts, man. I remember when Alex Rodriguez was getting 13 years, $325 million. I was like, Lord, boy, that boy, ball forever. Yeah. I'm talking about ball forever, but you couldn't tell me nothing, dog, if I had that type of money. Like, Me at 25 getting that type money. Well,
Crazy.
I'm afraid. I would act, bro.
It's crazy, man, how, sports have evolved, but we seem less. We don't like. It's like I don't think we'll ever see another player like no more like two-sport athletes anymore, man. Like professional.
It's hard.
Athletes.
It's hard.
I don't think it's gonna happen again ever. Like it used to go down, man. Like it used to go down back in the day. Not, it wasn't crazy, but we had those athletes, and it's like you're not gonna see that no more.
A lot of the sports won't let them because they have in your contract. Like I think if you play in the NBA, they have like little things in your contract, like you can't go play tackle football nowhere or something. Right. Just little stuff like that. So they don't want to hurt their asset. But if you think about it, some of these quarterbacks probably could have played like some major league ball.
Yeah, definitely.
Patrick Mahomes could have. And this is just me going off some of the first.
Kyler Murray, the best one of them all.
Yeah, Kyler Murray.
First round of everything.
I think if DK kept training, he could run track. There's a few of them. I think Terrell Owens could have played ball. There's a lot of athletes I feel like could have crossed over.
Well, I feel like a lot of those guys can do track. Now that's one thing that you can do because it's not really like it's just certain meets.
Yeah, they don't trip about track.
Yeah, I feel like you can do that, but we wouldn't really consider that like one
as far as like
the regular two sport athlete. Mm-hmm. Like you just going to play. Oh, he playing basketball and he playing baseball, which is impossible to do.
Never see that
because it's both of them intertwined with each other during the season.
Mm-hmm.
And then what helps baseball and football because baseball starts in March and it goes all the way down to November. Mm-hmm. And so that helps in a lot of ways, but you just can't play for the Atlanta Braves and think you're going to play for the LA Dodgers. It ain't going to work out. You got to be in the same city for that to work out. That's the only way. You can't do it no other way.
Yeah, facts.
But congrats to Shohei Ohtani. Let a brother hold something for real. For real, for real. I promise you. If anybody talk bad about you, boy, they couldn't even get the sentence out without me slapping them in the mouth. I hold that money near and dear to my heart. Man. Now we're going to talk about good old Zion Williamson. And the reason why we talking about Zion, man, I feel like Zion came into the year with a lot of criticism on him, on whatnot. I can understand a lot of the criticism with him not playing and him not being in shape a lot of time. Well, allegedly not being in shape, but a lot of those times he just hurt. But I feel like, man, Zion just been playing great all year or whatnot. I only seen him reportedly miss one game. Now, I meant to do my research on that, so sorry about that. But he only missed one game that I know he just said it was just rest. And I think that was because of his child being born, which is definitely understandable. If you want to miss a game to see your child, if I'm not mistaken now. But outside of that, it felt like it's just a big old criticism coming from this in-season tournament because of how he played against the Lakers. And I felt like it was just a down game or whatnot. But the criticism that he was getting was just like totally unnecessary. Now, the criticism that I do like, I felt like was just constructive from Shaq and Charles, because they're big guys and they know, like, man, just do this, yada yada yada, be in better shape or whatever. But some of these reporters, even Stephen A, was just like so egregious, talking about, oh, he can eat the table. Like some of this stuff just like it's just unwarranted. Like when he playing good, we don't hear nothing from y'all. But the second he just had one bad game or just a bad game in general, Oh, he need to lose weight. Oh, he need to do that. He need to do this. And I just be feeling like, bro, it just something to just get likes and clicks and all that just to talk about Zion. And before I let y'all have my fault, him responding to the criticism was probably one of the most mature things somebody at his age. The reporter brought it up to him, and he was just like, if it came from a good place, he said, I'm just keep working on my game, just keep my head down. But if it comes from another place, basically vitriol and all that, he just said it's just other people's opinion. And for a 23-year-old to say it like that, because I know me, F them and all that, yada yada yada. If I feel like you ain't coming from a good place, now I can take criticism or whatnot from like certain people. But some folks, I just don't care about their opinion at all. So what's y'all opinion on Zion? You think is necessary or is it just too far?
Man, well, shout out what you said. Shout out to him for his responses. He's been getting some PR training since that Mariah Mills incident. He he's handling the comments. He's handling the comments much better. Oh, what ain't your face?
No, say what comments?
Since the Mariah Mills comments, being a little PR training, the porn stuff.
Oh, what did he say? Oh man, you know the girl that he got pregnant.
No, he didn't get the porn star pregnant.
Oh, the other girl that just kept tagging him. No. She's a weirdo, bro. She's so weird, bro.
I mean, that's hey.
I don't remember him saying that to her.
That's another. That's another.
We'll talk. Go ahead. We'll talk.
But I saw the Lakers game. Okay, let me start by saying this. He's been playing well this whole year, and he usually plays well to me. I think what makes Zion great, is his size and explosiveness. And I think that's part of his niche. Where teams kind of get it messed up to me is that they want him to play like LeBron James. And bro, he's too big for that. I don't care how much weight Shaq lost. He was not going to run the floor like LeBron James. Like a 4-3. He could be fast for a big man, but he was not going to run it like a small forward guard. And that's what they want Zion to do. And that's just not him. You know what I mean? And the few bad games he's had, like the game against LA, he looked winded, but teams know what to do. Hey, we're just going to keep running him. He's tired. That can happen to anybody in any NBA game. I saw LeBron catch a cramp in NBA games, and that's nothing towards his fitness. You know what I mean? So I don't think he was necessarily out of shape this year compared to other years where, he was hurt. He was on the couch. You can see he was obviously gaining weight. I think he came in, probably a little heavier than where he wants to be, but he was not out of shape. He's played great basketball this year. Now, I do think that sometimes the media pushes a narrative on players, and that narrative is used to dictate how much a team can pay you. And I don't like that. I think it was I can't remember who it was. It might have been Kyrie Irving who came out against Stephen A. Smith about it. And Smith started altering his words a little bit. But the narrative the media paints of you, and I think JaVale McGee said to Shaq, the narrative the media paints of you, that starts coming out of contract talks. Like, oh, well, you got a history of being overweight. And he's like, but bruh, this whole season, I've averaged 25 and 5 and 6. Like, what else you want me to do? A 6-pack ain't going to give me the 30. So yeah, I think the criticisms are a little much. I understand Shaq and Charles, they said he can work harder to get in different shape. And I do think Zion has a level of talent that he hasn't unlocked yet, and he will find that level. But the criticism is kind of crazy. And he's played well for number 1 draft pick. He's just a big guy. That's it.
Man, I'm going to say this much, man. I feel like a lot of the criticism mainly boils down, like we said about his weight. You know what I'm saying? But what doesn't help is when you got staff members coming out speaking on his weight and speaking on, pretty much he doesn't listen and he's not really sticking to his diet and things of that nature. So of course, nobody wants to see Zion get injured again. And a lot of his injuries, they're contributing to his weight and his conditioning. So, I mean, I feel like Arlon said, a lot of people want him to be the next coming of LeBron James, which he's not. You know what I'm saying? He's a totally different player. He plays a totally different game. If you look, he barely even attempts threes. He doesn't even attempt threes. You know what I mean? LeBron is shooting that ball way more than Zion. Zion doesn't even shoot the ball like that. Zion's really like an inside guy. He's gonna muscle you out and get it get it to the hoop. So I'm rocking with him. I feel like the criticism. It does suck because they don't talk about Brandon Ingram like they talk about Zion, and he's putting up the same numbers as Bi. Like it's nearly identical, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's doing really good this season. I think it's unwarranted to really, criticize him that much just because he's a little bit heavier than these other guys. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if it works for Zion, it works for him. He's been a big dude. He's been bigger than everybody since we've been watching this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like he's always been bigger than his competition. So, hey, hopefully he just stays healthy. And I think that's what everybody's really worried about. I think that's where most of the criticism comes from because we all want to see Zion play. We all excited to see him do good. And I feel like, hey, if he can stay on that court, he's going to be one of the best guys, you know what I'm saying, especially in this new generation. He's going to be one of the best players of this new generation for years to come. So.
How much do y'all think Zion should weigh? Like for his height, his muscle mass, like how much do y'all think he should weigh? His playing weight.
How much does he weigh now?
I think
if I had to,
he's 284.
Yeah,
he's 284.
About 280. 284.
Yeah, I say if Zion can get down, I can't even tell, bro. I can't even tell. If I had to say anything, I'd probably say at the lowest he needs to go is 250. His power is a big part of his game. I say that's the lowest he needs to go.
Yeah. That's going to be hard. I think LeBron James like 260, 270.
No. He's not that no more. He used to be that for most of his career until he started to get real lean. I think he like 230, 220.
That's crazy.
But most
he's 250.
He's not 250 no more. Trust me. You can look it up. He ain't 250 no more.
That's what they got him listed, but
I don't know why. He even said that he not that. It was like when he went on a diet. Matter of fact, the best story that I can describe it like Zion, like when Charles Barkley got to the 76ers and he was like he wasn't getting playing time like that. And Moses Malone was like a bit mentor to him. And he was asked Moses, like, they're not playing me that much. And you say he couldn't figure out why. And Moses just said, "You fat and you lazy." And he was just like, okay. So he was like, help him lose weight. He said, okay, what I need to do? And he said, let's just work on losing 10 pounds. I think he was like, let's just say 390. He said, just lose 10 pounds. Then he got to 380. Said, lose 10 more pounds. Got it 370. Then 10 more. Not why I'm saying 3. Why I'm saying 3. 280, then 270, then 260. Then he got to 250. Then when he got to 240, he started playing a little different. He said, no, 250 your weight. So that's how he got him down and he can move quicker or whatnot. But once he seen that was messing up his game, he's like, okay, 250. That's where you need to stop at right there. And Charles Barkley told that story many times, and that's how he became the Hall of Famer that he is today.
Mm-hmm.
But I would just say 250 because I couldn't really tell you 280 can be heavy, but I don't think that's messing up his game, man. Like folks just gonna poke fun at him. I think you brought up a great, awesome point, Arlon, when you was using JaVale McGee. And when him and Shaq was like going at it at one point, like of course I used to say like little jokes about JaVale McGee, like he just be clumsy and all that. But I seen how like that affect JaVale McGee or whatnot. Like, bro, you just doing too much or whatnot. And like with the criticism and all that, and I see how that can mess up somebody's money or whatnot, and all that. So me personally, when I'm talking about somebody like, bro, I don't try to come at that game or just go too far with it and just call like, oh man, he playing like a B word and all that stuff, yada yada yada. Now, some people that I really want to say it to, AD. It just sometimes like, bro, you can play one way, and then when it come to playoff time, you playing a different way. Now, them the games I don't like, and I felt like, you know, off that topic for a second, like what we seen with matter of fact, we gonna get on that in a minute, but a lot of this stuff with Zion is unwarranted, man. A lot of it, and I just really, really hate it for him. I'd be like, man, it'd be one thing if he consistently playing trash. It'd be like, okay, man, what are you doing wrong? Are you focused on your way? But you going by one game so you can say something? Like, I just want some consistency. When he playing good, say he's playing good. I like the way he's playing. And he's been playing good the whole year. You ain't heard nothing. Even the Pelicans having a great record. Right. But the second he had a bad game, it was just big news out of nowhere.
You know what, man? The NBA's changed so much since you remember we were growing up where it was a big man's game where people host up the game and the game was slower. Now you have teams who can score 150 in the game. You know what I mean? So like I feel like he kind of has an old school frame in this new school game. And bro, it's just heavy. I don't think he's too out of shape. You think 250? I think that may be too small for him. I'm thinking like 260 max 260. Because you got to understand, he's not I don't think he's a weak dude. I think he's pretty strong looking. So I think a lot of it too, bro. I think a lot of it too is muscle. So we talking about burning fat. It's gonna be hard to lose some of that. Like he's gonna lose muscle mass with it. So I think 260 is going to be good for him. But if they don't want him to get so tired, slow it down. That's really what it is. Y'all have to alter the offense. Y'all can't run like you playing with Giannis. You know what I mean? Or you playing with KD. Like you playing with somebody. You know what I'm saying? You playing with somebody who's 280. 280. Like even like the Joker, how the Nuggets play. They slow it down for him. They slow it down for him. He's a key piece of the offense. They slow it down. So give Zion a break on the running. It can't always be like fast breaks and stuff. And you know, you playing with the Lakers, you see them speeding you up. Slow it down.
Yeah, and I'm so glad you brought up the Joker before we move on. Like, bro, look at Zion body and look at Joker body. And you gonna tell me if you tell me Joker is more in shape than Zion?
Oh no,
I doubt. I highly doubt it, bro.
Joker don't live weight.
Joker just look tired every time he just run up and down the floor. He be balling, but I don't hear that. I don't know, man. It's just unwarranted criticism on Zion sometimes. And I just absolutely hate it, bro. The man only 23 years old. The man is, when he's playing out there, he's a great player. But keep your head up, Zion, man. They gonna hate on you, man. Now, I just added this in there. It's a little in-season. You know, the Lakers got this. They just won the tournament. We're not gonna talk about it. Congratulations. I'm a Lakers fan. I think it's stupid. I think it's well documented that I do not like the ideal of it. But the problem that I have with this one is just a little quick topic. Why are they going to hang up a banner of this trash? This is the most stupidest thing I ever heard in my life or ever seen. When it happens, bro, I hope something happens to the flag. I just hope it just burns or something. Because it's so stupid, bro. Kobe, I literally made a Facebook post, and bro, when the Lakers were celebrating like this was the NBA final, I said Kobe Bryant was rolling over in this grave because of this. And folks were like, "Oh man, Kobe would have went hard at that." I was like, bro, he'll go hard because it's just basketball. He's not going hard because it's the in-season tournament. He's go hard for no matter what. It can be game 34 of the regular season. He's gonna go hard. That's Kobe Bryant. That's his mentality. But he's like, oh man, he would have cared about this. I'm like, bro, it's literally a video. I just told folks to do their research. This is why I knew folks don't know nothing. That's my favorite player. That's my favorite team. I said, just go look up any research. The man said we don't hang up no division titles. We don't hang up no conference titles. The only thing that matters is the NBA finals. That is it. Nothing else matters at the end of the day. And just to see this in-season tournament, if the man was alive, he'll just be like, what is this Christmas tournament? That's how I look at it. It's just like your high school playing in a Christmas tournament and you win. Nobody's going to remember that you won the Christmas tournament. They're going to remember if you went to state and won. Nobody's going to remember that. But go ahead.
I've seen banners hung up for way more ridiculous things, bro. Like,
but hold on. Before you finish that statement, I don't know if you're going that way, but I just want to go this. This is the Lakers we talking about. If you say, oh, the Hawks would do this, because they're the Hawks.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the Hawks.
If the Hornets,
I wasn't even bringing up the Hawks.
No. I'm just saying if you just naming like the team. I'm just saying it just the team wise now. I'm just saying if you just saying if the Hawks do it or the Hornets or the Rockets.
The Rockets won championships.
Yes, but the Rockets still hang up other banners.
No, they don't. The only thing.
Okay, Dave. I'm gonna let you have it. I don't know. I'll just say I don't know because I'm not 100% sure, but I know.
The only thing that
hold on. And then I'm gonna let you have. Hold on, just give me this, and I'm gonna let you have. My fault for even cutting you off. The Lakers only hang up the finals. Boston only hang up the finals. The Bulls only hang up the finals. That is it. My fault. Go ahead.
Only thing the Rockets hang up are the retired players and the finals. That's it. Championships. But
well, jerseys. I'm not really counting. Of course, teams gonna hold up that. But I'm still questioning you on that on the Rockets. I'm a question on the Rockets right now. I'm just saying I can see the Rockets hanging up an in-season tournament banner. If they had just say the Rockets won, would you be cool with that?
I wouldn't trip. I wouldn't care. I mean, if it was
and that alone lets me know that they hang up anything.
No, they don't just hang up anything. That's just me, just not really caring that much.
Oh man, I care. I care. I bleed purple and gold.
But this is what I was gonna say. This is all I was gonna say. I was actually in New York and I went to a Brooklyn Knicks game. And dude, Brooklyn hung up. They had a Biggie night, right?
I know what you're talking about.
And they hung up.
Look who you naming.
A Biggie banner.
Look who, bro. They in Brooklyn.
I know, but not just that. They did it that night, and then they did one for Jay-Z also. But they did it because this had nothing to do with basketball. It was because they sold out arenas in New York. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all sold out shows, y'all putting up banners in NBA stadiums, bro. Like it kind of just tripped me out, bro. But that's what I'm saying. I've seen more ridiculous banners go up in NBA stadiums.
And then I know the comment section will hit me on this if I don't say that after you said that shit. The Staples Center just did that for Taylor Swift because she sold out. I'm like, bro, I don't care. Give her like a little plaque or something. Don't hang no Taylor Swift thing because she sold out at the Staples Center.
Yeah, like that's just
who cares?
It's stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's stupid. And it's because Biggie was from Brooklyn and he sold, I think, Madison or something. It was some shit, man. I was just like, I guess, bro. You know,
yeah,
let them have it. But I mean, as far as in-season tournaments, bro, if they're gonna make this is my whole thing. If they're gonna make this a new thing going forward, you know,
no.
I guess. That's why I was just like, I guess. If it's something that they're gonna be doing for the rest of time and it's just gonna be a big deal from now on, bro, fine. But I mean, if this is just some shit we're doing this year, maybe the next 2 years, and it fades out, banners aren't appropriate, man. But you know, like I said, you got to think about it. And I commented on your post. I said people got to realize, man, the worst part about all this is that LeBron did it. So since LeBron did it first, and he popped out the champagne bottles first, you're gonna see a whole bunch of teams in the future doing the same, if not worse, than LeBron. Imagine if Pat Beverly won an in-season tournament. Imagine that. Boy.
You thought the Lakers went up.
If you thought the Lakers was popping champagne, bro, it would have been a parade. And it would have been crazy. That man would have, it would have been crazy. It would have been insane. Insane, bro. So that's my thing. It's like, I feel like this. Had LeBron just, won it and chilled out, whatever, we wouldn't even be talking about it. We wouldn't even be worried about this, right? If he had the Kobe vibes, but he didn't. Braun pop champagne, pouring it on the teammates. Hey, he told them to go and put a banner up for him.
I'm gonna let Arlon go. My fault.
Let me pose a question, y'all, real quick. Just simple answer. Do y'all know why the Lakers don't hang up championship banners?
Here we go.
Do you know why?
Why is that?
You said they don't hang up championship banners?
Why they only hang up championship banners?
Oh, go ahead. No. I'm gonna say no.
Because there's no space to put everything else. You got 17 championship banners. You would have 19 conference banners and 33 division title. Bruh, where are you going to put them all? That's why the Lakers, who've been around since 47, only hang up championship banners. Now, I have no problem, bruh. You can't fight facts. Google it. Google it.
Okay.
However, I have no problem with them putting up one banner, which they are doing, one banner for the NBA in-season tournament to mark the first ever NBA in-season tournament. The Lakers will put up one banner, and if they win it again, they'll just add years. That's what they'll be doing, and I have no problem with it. It's not a what would Kobe have done type thing. Is hey, a win is a win, and the NBA wants to bring attention to the regular season, so they put a tournament in here. I want to win the tournament. I want to win the finals. I want to win the tournament. I want to win the playoff. I want to win everything that's in front of me. And if y'all have this little mini tournament inside this big tournament, I want to win that, and I want to put something up saying I won every time. I want to win everything, and I have no problem with the Lakers doing it. I have no problems with the Lakers doing it.
Let me go ahead and get this out of the way, man. This whole in-season tournament thing is basically I'm handing out participation trophies. The only great thing about the in-season tournament is them boys getting an extra $500K. Now I'll be just like LeBron after he won. Shit, I'll be at the blackjack table, going crazy with the money. I put up 4 and play with the other 100, and I'll just be out there just gambling. Now that cool. Now if you just say, okay, we won and we got the money, like we celebrate, oh, we got some extra money. I'm cool with that. But the whole popping of champagne, getting gold medals for an in-season tournament, that don't mean nothing. They got nothing.
They got medals for a tournament, though. It's just a medal. It's not like they got a trophy for it. They got medals.
You are an NBA player, and you getting medals for an in-season tournament.
You get medals.
You know what I think would have been cool,
like the World Games.
Are you considering?
I'm not comparing it. I'm not comparing it. I'm not comparing it.
Don't you
see
ever
what you
say
did?
the Olympics?
See what you did?
No. See what you did. Don't mention Olympics in in-season tournament again.
You were downing medals, and I'm telling you, places give medals, and I was showing you one big place that gave a medal.
That medal means something. That medal means something. In-season tournaments don't mean. You're gonna compare gold. You're gonna compare Olympic gold medal.
No, never did. I just said a medal means something. Not an Olympic medal.
All medals are created
that is
the
true.
same.
Not all medals are created the same. But this medal has value. They won a tournament. A tournament's a tournament. And if you're a hoop fan, you saw some really good basketball at the beginning of the season, and we never see that. Never.
You never see it at the beginning of the season.
Never.
That's a good. That's the main reason I'm for the in-season tournament is only because early in basketball in the seasons we don't get good basketball. We don't get good basketball.
No, before we go down this rabbit hole, I'm not trying to talk about too much of the in-season tournament. Because it was just a question.
We can see.
But the whole thing is, I'm gonna ask y'all this, and then we can move on. Okay, we had an in-season tournament. Now the in-season tournament is over. Now everybody's just not gonna play hard no more.
No, we're saying ratings. I'm talking about for ratings.
Bro, trust me, the ratings had never. It'll be one thing if the ratings just going so down. Now we ain't gonna be able to pay these guys. The salaries, TV deals are going up. Salary caps going up. Contracts are going up. You want to know why? Because there's no problem with the ratings. I thought Adam Silver was a great commissioner, but I don't think he's a great commissioner. I think he's good. He does a lot of questionable things that just need to get rid of. David Stern had this thing like a well-oiled machine. Now, I ain't saying David Stern didn't have. You can make that face all you want. David Stern is the reason why the game went global. David Stern is the reason why that game went. Why we had an NBA we have today. I don't feel like Adam Silver has put this game in a position where, like, what is his mark that he has done? That I don't think, but he got plenty of time. David Stern had well over 25 years for his. So I'm giving Adam Silver that same grace, but we'll see.
I'm gonna say this about your in-season thing.
Go ahead.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. This tournament conveniently ended around Christmas time. At this point, teams have a fourth of their games under their belt. You have to play serious at this point. So usually we wouldn't get people playing serious till Christmas time, till this time. Because at this point, 20 games or more have been played. And now if you want to make the playoffs, you have to make your push, your stand right here. And that's what the in-season tournament did. It gave us some good hoops until Christmas. And now you have to play. Like if you looked at it, I think the Timberwolves had the highest ranking in the season at like 17-5. They're ranked 1. The Clippers the Rockets at like 7 are 11-9. They're like right there. That's what you did for the tournament this year. You have it that close 1 through 8, 1 through 7. And it's early. It's never like that. Never like that.
Bro,
we saw some good ball. You didn't watch it, but we saw some good ball.
Bro, it's only December, early December. The season starts in late October.
We almost at the halfway point. We're almost at the halfway point. We're over 20 games. Over 20 games, dog. 40's halfway. 41's halfway. We're over 20.
Like I said, bro.
A fourth of a season. Like
I said, bro. This doesn't make any sense. I hope it dissolves and go away. It doesn't mean anything. You're gonna forget about this years to come. Nobody's gonna care because you want to know what's very, very important. You want to know how you're gonna get folks really, really engaged. Nobody cares about AD going off in the in-season tournament. Only thing they want AD to do is go off in the playoffs. But you will see how folks feel about AD right now, and they feel about him come playoff time. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
No.
Yeah, I want you to look at every comment. AD is balling. Everything is good on the Lakers or whoever. I'm just using the Lakers because they my team because I know how folks act, especially these LeBron accessories. They're gonna act like it's everybody's fault on the team but LeBron's. Everybody's trash. Got to get rid of everybody. D-Lo shooting the ball good and all that. But come playoff time, let D-Lo have a 2 of 13 game. Oh boy, he trash, he garbage and all that. Just watch how the mood change. I usually say stuff that's not popular at the moment, but it's like a seed, and you just keep on watering and watching it grow. And this is how I sit every time when it comes to fruition. I just like,
hey, the AD thing that's been the thing since he's been on. That's been his thing everywhere. I don't know why they want him to be this offensive presence. He's a defensive minded player who just has guard skills and how to grow spurt. He's a defensive minded player. I'll tell you this though, I don't like the fact that LeBron is the best player on the team at like 30 plus years of age. Yeah. I don't like that. He running the offense. He damn near the point guard and the rebounder and you score and you defender in clutch time. I don't like that. Tell D'Lo step that up.
He's not that guy. You want D'Lo to be better than LeBron James. Listen how that sounds.
At 38, I want somebody. Shit, anybody. The man got to bring the ball up.
D'Lo in his best years one better. D'Lo played with Kobe Bryant at the end of his career. Ain't too many people are better than you at. You have to be that guy. These are superstars we talking about. D'Lo is not that guy. He's been in the league long enough to show you he's not that guy. Oh, his levels to this league is superstars, it's stars. You got your role players, you got your veterans. It's only a handful of superstars, like from your Lukas to your Kawhis to your Giannis to your Jokers to your LeBrons to KDs. Them are your superstars. Then you got your,
outside of these numbers this year, you would have put LeBron in your superstar category, top 10?
LeBron James. If you say LeBron, folks that don't watch basketball know who LeBron James is. That's a superstar.
Yeah, but I'm talking about your outside, not like by popularity of name, but I'm saying skill wise, like point wise. LeBron is in your top 10.
LeBron is still LeBron. Kobe is still Kobe. No matter who's on that floor. That's what a superstar is. It doesn't matter. These are names that just ring bells for nobody that doesn't watch the sport. They know exactly who they are. That's what a superstar is. It doesn't matter with numbers. It matters. Do you know these?
That's what I'm talking. I'm talking about superstars.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. But he's still, even if he wasn't top 10, he's still a superstar. And way that he plays. But the game is far less physical than it used to be. But that's a story for another day.
That's true.
Good old NFL predictions.
It was green.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, and one thing I've been lacking on this season, I've been on and off of it. I've been keeping up. Guys out here lying, saying they got this, but they didn't. Arlen and DeHaven. They try to hit me with some lies. I got the episodes. I had them written down, but I ain't got it in front of me. I said I'm gonna mark this episode. Then I went back to the week before And then they was lower. They probably was 1 point off, or they were just all the way off. But this week, I made it clear last week. If you do not hit 10 wins, you had to take a shot. And I informed everybody, just had them shots ready. So, ladies and gentlemen, we all, including the Haven and myself and Arlon, you see the done, Julio. Free
Yes,
pub.
sir.
Can we get it?
Oh, this is. Can we get a sponsor, please?
Patron sponsor. I don't know what cup that is, but can we get a sponsor? It don't matter. It can be plastic cups. Can we get a sponsor? I don't care. But for the record, who had the highest? Since everybody want to know, it was Arlon who had the highest this week.
What was I had 9, right?
You had 8.
8. It was Green Bay in Vegas, 3-0.
Oh, that game was just no. We all missed Monday night.
We all missed, right? Because we all picked Green Bay.
Green Bay and Miami.
But
But that
I had the Bills.
Matter of fact, just real quick, if anybody who went to that Minnesota and Raiders game, and that was your first time going to an NFL game, I feel sorry for you. That game was so ugly. 3-0. 3-0. Like, my God, bro. You know how pissed off I would be if I even got sideline passes. I'm trying to impress somebody. And we go to a game and it's 3-0. Bro, you know how disgusted I would be with the team? But, hey. Where they at, gentlemen? Where they at? Since Quinn ain't up here, Quinn, we ain't forget about you now. Yeah. Up to it, down to it. Fuck those who don't do it. We do it because we true to it. Drink, motherfucker.
Drink.
Ooh. All right. Now
Shit, that beginning of the show.
We got some Saturday games this week too. Oh boy, we got football Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So same rules apply. Quint, send me your picks. Everybody got to play. Got to do it. So you already know what the first team is the away team, and the last team is the home team. For the Thursday night game, we got the Chargers and the Raiders. We'll go Arlon, DeHaven, and me.
Raiders.
I got the Chargers.
No quarterback.
Yeah, but they ain't got no quarterback.
Oh, they ain't got their quarterback?
Yeah.
Ah, damn. Raiders.
I'm going to go with the Chargers. Vikings, Bengals.
Bengals.
Clean sweep.
They look good last week.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Steelers, Colts.
Steelers.
I'm going to go with the Steelers too. Broncos, Lions.
Broncos. Comeback player of the year. Russell Wilson.
You got to stop that.
Detroit.
I'm going with the Lions. We got the Jets, Jets, and the Dolphins.
Jets.
Miami.
I'm going Dolphins. Boy, you crazy.
Nah.
Texans, Titans.
Titans.
Texans.
Oh, wow, that was a shocking answer.
No CJ.
Even with no CJ.
You said no CJ?
I don't know if he's playing. I'm just saying
I
it.
don't think he's playing.
Even if he ain't playing, you going with them? Even if he ain't playing, you going with them?
If he's playing, I'm going with them. If he's not playing, I'm going with
No,
Texans.
you got to make a pick now.
Man,
That ain't how it works.
Oh, well, I'm going with the Texans.
There you go, then. My man. A homer to the cows come
home.
home.
He's been diagnosed with a concussion.
Yeah, he's going to be back.
Bucks,
he has a concussion.
Packers.
Bucks.
You Bucks and who?
Packers.
Going with the Bucks.
I'm going with the Bucks too. Clean sweep. Giants, Saints.
New Orleans.
I'm going with the Saints too. Clean sweep. Falcons, Panthers.
And Dirty Birds.
Sorry, Bryce. I'm going with the Falcons. Clean sweep. My fault. Bears and the Browns. Hello, the Bears.
The Browns.
The Bears.
The Browns.
And the Browns. Sorry.
The Browns. I like the Joe Flacco Browns.
I'm going with Chicago.
I'm gonna go with the Browns.
This is how you want Deshaun Watson to look.
Hey, check the stats. Deshaun Watson is the reason why they had his record. But that's a story for another day.
No, he's not. He's been out.
You know they've been losing until this last game, right?
But the Browns only have what's the record? They only have like 4 losses, right?
8-5.
Okay. Yeah, they just lost a couple of games ago. But before they were 8-4. They were dog. They only have 4 losses.
Okay. I just want you to understand Deshaun was a big part of a lot of these wins, but Chiefs, Patriots.
Chiefs.
Ooh.
This one is not really hard, bro.
I'm going with the upset. Pats.
Yeah, you definitely gonna be drinking. Chiefs.
That's what you said about the Bills. Remember?
I picked the Bills, by the way.
No,
I even wrote it down personally. I picked the Bills. I said I was the only one that take the ups. I was the only one that picked the upset.
Bills. I took the Bills. I didn't take Kansas City. I took the Bills.
I was the only one.
Hold that thought.
No, we're gonna still go through it. You can still.
Yeah. I got you.
49ers and the Cardinals.
49ers.
The Niners.
I got the Niners. Commanders, Rams.
Commanders, Rams.
You know who you should pick.
I know. The Rams.
The Rams.
I'm going to go with the Rams. Cowboys, Bills. Should be a real good game.
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
I'm going to go with the Bills. Again for the upset. Sunday night football is a good one. Good one. Ravens, Jags.
Ravens. I don't know if it's that good.
It's a good game, man.
Ravens.
Is Trevor Lawrence playing?
No.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence played the last game against the Browns. I'm going with the Ravens. And I have to point out, because I think we took so much time on the other one, that's why I wanted to discuss it just to prove this point. I've been saying Airbnb should get a whole lot more respect. And I told y'all I gave you that percentage. I can't remember if it was last pod or a couple of pods ago when I said Airbnb deserves a higher percentage on those Chiefs. That only, I told it, I just plant that seed, I water it, and just watch it grow. I know what my eyes see, man. And that team is totally different. I know how Andy Reid's teams looked growing up. Airbnb is showing why he was a key factor on that team. But hey, last game, Eagles, Seahawks.
Seahawks.
I got Philly.
You got Philly too. And to spice it up a little bit, gentlemen, if you don't get 10 wins this week, so if you get on a 2-game losing streak, guess what you got to do? Not one, but 2 shots.
This boy acting like we ain't got work tomorrow. Tell you what.
Two shot. Hey, I seen worse. I can literally account for both of you guys on some bad nights. Dudes like literally going up, drinking the bottles, going crazy, especially this one at the bottom.
You talking about when we were 20?
I don't care. I don't
Boy,
care.
I am 34.
I don't care. 2 shots ain't gonna kill you, man. 2 shots ain't gonna kill you. You ain't no 34, man. Shut up.
For sure, I'm 34.
I mean, you are not no 34. Like I said, man, we gonna stop acting like we're old. We're not that old. We're all the same age. We're not old.
Bruh.
2 shots ain't gonna kill you. Now, if you said I said take 5 shots, then you got to question what I'm talking about then. But like I said, you still looking up that when I said I was the only one picking up the bill?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Go ahead, because now I'm about to go into the last topic of the night. Last topic of the night. Cameron, I should have put Cameron and Mace versus Melyssa Ford and the Joe Budden podcast. Now, if a lot of y'all don't know the situation, Cameron and Mace was telling the story when they was like 15 or whatever. They were probably younger than that when they went to a whorehouse or whatnot. It was just a funny story. If you watch the show, you know how them guys is. So apparently the story got back to the Joe Budden podcast. And they was talking about they was cracking up about it. So Melyssa Ford comes out of nowhere, and I mean nowhere, with this story and say, how do we know it wasn't underage women in there? Which was ridiculous. And where the hell did that even come from? Or whatnot? And then I like how the guys checked her at first. And you'll understand why I said at first in a minute. And then Cameron and Mace respond like, hold up. Wait, like, chill out with that, yada, yada, yada. We was underage ourselves. Like, where are you even getting this information from? Yada, yada, yada. Come back to the Joe Budden podcast, the next episode. And they was telling her like how she was wrong, yada, yada, yada. And then she was saying how she was wrong a little bit. She was just like one of them girls that don't like to be held accountable. You know how they are. Don't like to really apologize. Like, well, I'm sorry. And I like how Cameron stood on that and said, nah, shout it ain't going like that. Nah, I'm on your head. Like, you don't bring up these type of accusations, especially in these day and times. But we know how these day and times you can just say something with no type of evidence and folks just believe it. And I never been that type of person. Like, you got to give me evidence. You just can't say somebody just did something to you or whatnot. Because the one thing that I hate, and I have a homeboy that says this stupid statement, why would she lie? Want to know why? Because mother effers lie. That's the point. And I know DeHaven can definitely relate to this not saying like any of this like type of bull job, but we know a person. I ain't gonna say his name, but I'll talk about the situation. Like, well, matter of fact, we can any situation that ever happened at Skiggy. I think we know somebody that was involved in it. Like a girl just simply just lying on somebody.
Yeah.
And messing up dudes' whole college thing. They struggling now to graduate now because off a lie or whatnot, just because she may have had a boyfriend. Now she got caught. Now she want to use that. Oh, he forced himself on me. Not saying dudes don't do that, because we all know. I don't know no dude alive that condones that bullshit. Let's just call it like it is. Ain't none of us condoning that type stuff. But we know mother effers that lie. So the thing that I have a problem with to end it with Joe Budden and them. So when Cam was like still going in on her, Joe and them was like, oh, we started with Melyssa Ford. After you just checked her. They talking about, oh, we stand with her and all that just because she family and all that. So if another woman on another podcast or anywhere else said this about y'all, would y'all stand with them?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was the most sucker thing that them dudes could have done, except Ish. Shout out to Ish. Ish is the only one on that show that is standing on it. They're like, nah, that ain't right, because they know how Melyssa Ford is. Melyssa Ford is a sucker. I want to say something else, but I ain't gonna go there. But what are y'all thoughts?
She's a video vixen.
Oh, she definitely that.
I think. Oh, my bad. You go.
They don't know Melyssa Ford drive a Honda Accord.
I mean, bro,
you wouldn't get far.
It's funny how all these video vixens is finally trying to come out and speak out on these artists. And, you know, Gloria Velez just came out like a week ago and was
hold on. Let's just stay on Melyssa Ford. We'll get on them. We'll get on them. They had a day.
It's just crazy how they trying to all come out now and have these weird accusations about these rappers and trying to throw a lot of rappers under the bus. And it's crazy, man. And with Joe Budden, for him, he's a sucker. You know what I'm saying? For him to be like, oh, we stand with Melyssa, she's family. Dude, she's only been on your podcast for like, what, less than a year now?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, man. Like, she was one of the girls dancing in your videos back in the day, man. What?
Even if she was, bro, like just say when she wrong and like, nah, I can't tell him to stop, because if you put that accusation on me, I probably would have went hard on you.
Mm-hmm. And you ain't gotta
go ahead.
You ain't gotta put your neck out on the line for Melyssa Ford and what she talking about, man. Wow, you know, it was ridiculous, bro. Some of the stuff she came out and said made no sense. You know, Cameron had to check it at the door. And, you know, I'm glad he did, bro, because, you know, these rappers, they come in with their receipts, man. Look, it is what it is, man. It's a different day and time. And, hey, these cats not playing, bro. You will catch a lawsuit out here trying to defame somebody's character, you know?
Yeah.
I watched a podcast, too. And it's one of my favorite pods, to be honest, other than this one. But I watch podcasts too.
I see what you did there.
And you know, Melyssa Ford brings a female perspective, and it's a common one. You know what I mean? It's like the stuff we hear just out and about, like with your normal female friends. And she shows a lot of times, sometimes the ignorance to the lack of accountability that some of her counterparts in her self-display, and it's jaw-dropping sometimes to me as a man, because the way I look at things and see things, I'm just like, dog, you don't see where you cross the line here. You don't see where the apology is warranted here, or you don't see where you messed it up here. And we're at another situation where she did that. Now, now, knowing how Melyssa Ford kind of talks on the pod, I don't believe, and this is me giving her the benefit of the doubt as a person, I don't believe she intended for people to to think like they were with the underage girl, but it doesn't matter what I think. You said it. You said it. And people can hold you accountable to things you say. And when Cameron responded, that's another train of thought. Like, you can't control how somebody reacts to something. Once you put it out there, you can't control how somebody reacts. Cameron got upset. And he visibly said, hey, yo, son, you can't put that on my name. I don't have that on my name. You see the stuff happening with Diddy. You see the stuff happening here, there. You can't put that on my name. And I do like the fact they checked her on the show. And I also understand why Joe Budden and them at some point said, okay, guys, we stand behind Melyssa, because I don't think she's a bad person. I don't think she's a bad person. And I don't know how far Joe's relationship goes with Melyssa. I'm putting myself in their shoes. Like, if I had a girl who I considered my sister, like, let's say I've known her for like 30 plus years, and I know like she's a good person, and she says something that's kind of fucked up, and I check her on it, and everybody else starts checking her, I might defend her like, hey, yo, son, I understand what she said. She was wrong. She apologized, but like, dude, come on now. But I do understand. I understand why Cam's mad, and he has a reason to be mad. He has a reason to react how he wants to react. But I can't really say like, hey, I hate the fact that Joe is defending. I don't know the relationship, because I might do it too if I have 30 years with somebody and they did something, they made a mistake, but hey, I don't know.
I
understand everybody's moving.
My fault.
How they're moving.
Yeah. See, I think that's where the problem lies. Like, I understand why folks like human nature. Like, if we just say, I'm trying to see like an example, like something like, man, I stepped on somebody's shoes, and it just be like, oh man, my bad, I scuffed up your shoes or whatnot, my bad. But if you still going hard, be like, come on, bro, it's just some shoes or whatnot. Like, let it go. Like, I understand that she mistakenly stepped on your shoes or something like that, but you ain't got to go that hard on her. But we talking about somebody's character, dog. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about somebody's character that can ruin everything. They got one of the biggest podcasts out. That's messing with their sponsorship. We don't know what they got like brewing, because we know a lot of this stuff they like in negotiation. They could be doing something with the NBA. They can be signing something, and that can halt everything just because she says a mess like that. And that's messing with a lot. If somebody mess with your money, like, and that's something totally different. And I was when I was wanting to talk about this topic, I want to know, not want to know, I wanted to see was I going to talk about it. It depended on how I felt. So back at Skiggy, man, somebody I thought was a close friend or whatnot allowed somebody that don't even know me or whatnot said, oh, I heard that no, the girl was, I'm trying to remember because it was another friend that I can't say any name, and I won't say no name because I never revealed that friend name that was there to stand up for me. The girl gonna say, oh yeah, I heard, he was with my friend or whatnot, and he forced himself on her. The only thing that saved me was the friend that was there. Somebody I thought that was close was sitting over there laughing or whatnot. Not laughing, but like just egging it on, like, oh yeah, he's jerking all that, yada, yada, yada. It took somebody that is still my friend to this day, and it was a girl, said, oh, he did all that for real? How did he do all that when we all was in Atlanta last night? Oh, I was just playing. Imagine if that got out that room and said that I did something. And the friend that was a close friend don't know to this day that I know that. That was a close friend. That I don't even talk to that person no more. because I was like, no. I was in denial at that point. That was like the final straw. Once I started telling them lies and they went back and telling other people and they come back to me telling that was just a setup just to see what you would say. They'll come back to me. I only told him that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, I see how it is. But that was the final straw right there, dog. So, man, a lot can go as far. That's why me personally, I don't play like that, man. Because somebody said that I forced my way onto them. I'm like, bro, that's not me. That never has been me. It never will be me. Now, I say if somebody ever say some mess like that, I ain't gonna lie to you. I may have to punch them or something. And then I'll be like, that's a reason for me to go to court or some reason. I'm not about to go to court off a lie. And I don't want to have to do that. And I just know how far a lie can just ruin somebody. And especially if you know somebody, I wouldn't want that to happen to neither one of you guys. Especially that I know you guys personally. And somebody just talk down on y'all like that. And it's just sad that certain people that you think are your friends and all that won't stand up behind you. It's one thing to stand up when you right there and they see all that. It's another thing. I don't hear nothing. I don't see nothing. It's certain things I can legit say that friends don't know that I have defended. Like, oh man, y'all cut that out, man. Let it go. Don't try to fight this person. That they have no idea that somebody was trying to beat them up or do something like that. Even extreme going to a gun. But
and you know what? I think like I said, I understand Joe. I think that's what Joe was doing. I think he has years in the game with Melyssa. Like they're friends. Now, Ish, I think he's really just meeting Melyssa through the podcast. And so he's like non-biased towards it. He's like, yo, nah, you said what you said, you wrong. And so I understand Joe's response, but I also understand Cam's response. And Cam's response is warranted. And
my fault.
In the whole grand scheme of things, I really feel like the true story around it is Melyssa Ford, the lack of accountability and being too loose with your words. I think the interview with Cam and Mace might have triggered her a little bit, and she just went off emotion and said something crazy. And bruh, you can't just do that. You can't just say anything because that's how you feel, not thinking about the backlash you can have on somebody else. So
true.
I didn't like her comments.
I don't care how long you known somebody, bro. Like you can just ask that person probably, but you can't just be like, oh, you a sucker because you going off on her the way you are. That's where the problem lies at. I don't care how long y'all been friends or whatnot. That's more than a mistake now. I don't even want that to be light in this day and time. And you supposed to be media trained and all that. Even if you ain't media trained, you've been in this business for however long. The girl we probably known this girl since we was like in elementary school. We're grown men now.
Right.
And she's saying some wild stuff like that in this day and time. Like, no, shawty. Correct yourself. Say, oh, no, I was wrong. You can beg that man for forgiveness. I don't care how hard Cam go at her because, like, no, you are not about to put that on me because that just the simple fact of an allegation can ruin somebody and it may not even be true.
Here's something you can think about, right? Like they might Joe and Cam might have smoke for each other. Because if you think about it, after they finished recording the episode, they could have always
a little beef
deleted
between them, but my fault.
Yeah, they could have deleted it. That was not the final say. So them leaving it in is just as telling as her making the statement to me. You know,
and that's where the problem lies, dog.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what nobody say, bro. You cannot convince me otherwise. Now I was like, I don't believe in just because somebody said something, that means that person did it, dog. because I know I
sure.
seen people lie, dog. And I don't think people been in situations where they seen that can ruin somebody. I have literally seen friends get kicked out of school based on a lie. That was proven that was a lie later on.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to talk about one situation, but I'm not gonna say it. I'll say it to Haven right after. And he know for a fact that part was a lie. And just a simple lie can just ruin somebody's life. And so, man, like I said, none of us, I can say that confidently, none of us stand for none of that BS. Ain't none of us doing none of that graping stuff. I'm saying that because we can't say the other word for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
None of that graping stuff, none of that M-word stuff, none of that pedophile stuff, none of that. We don't condone none of that. If a dude did that, he need to be underneath the jail. But if you lying on a dude doing something like that, I feel like you should be underneath the jail. However long that dude was going to be underneath the jail. And I stand on that, and I'm going to stand on that for life. And Melyssa Ford, get it together, shouting, because I don't know, man. That woman is just crazy, dog. I probably want to end it on something lighter than that. Something just
I got you. I got you
Go
some
ahead.
real life. So I have right here last week's episode, which makes me call into your number. I'm telling you, I'm calling your numbers out, bro.
Go ahead.
I might not have needed a shot. Okay, here we go.
Seahawks. 49ers. I'm going to go with the Seahawks, too. Bills, Chiefs. Bills.
There was.
That's cool. But guess what? Every time I heard somebody say it, I always mark it. I put it like this. How about this? I make a deal with you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said, man. I can't remember everything, man. It's a lot going on. I'll say this. Now, this is a bet between me and you, DeHaven. I mean, not DeHaven, Arlon, and DeHaven is the witness. If you go back and watch that pod and it equal up to 10, I'll take 3 shots on the next pod.
Ooh.
But if you go back and realize that you are still under 10, you just got to take 2 shots. Just 2.
Nah, I'm at 9. I'm at 9. I counted during the week. It was 9. I'm at 9.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm glad you came. You sure you at 9 now?
Mm-hmm. I'm at 9.
Okay. Okay. Now, if I go back and listen again,
and I be at 10, I know for a fact I'm at 9 because I had a parlay with a lot of my picks. I switched a few. I switched Vikings and Raiders.
All right, we can end part like this. Okay. We can just talk about just something real quick. What show or movie you recommend everybody should watch? We're gonna probably just do that every week. Just a show or a movie or an album or something, but we'll just do show and movie this week. What y'all watching that y'all highly recommend that everybody should go out and watch? Because I got 2 of them for you, a show and a
Well, you start us off.
I can't think of the movie right now because me and Sarah currently watching it. Once we get off here, I'm gonna do this and watch the movie. It's some on Netflix with Julia Roberts and all them.
Oh, you talking about I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's that new movie with Julia
everybody
Roberts.
keeps saying, yeah, I was gonna say that
And
too.
Mahershala Ali and
It's called Leave the World Behind.
there you go. Leave the World Behind. That's one. So, well, I will start off. Thank you. Leave the World Behind is the movie on Netflix. And so far, it's getting there. I know it felt like some crazy stuff about to happen. And that's why I was mad that we had to do the pod. Like, damn, I got to do this shit. And then the show that I highly recommend. Well, I always recommend The Wire for anybody that has never ever seen The Wire, because The Wire is easily top 2 shows of all time. But Baz Reeves. If you haven't seen Baz Reeves, it's a real life character, real life not outlaw, but a lawman. Black man. You should go ahead and check that out. What y'all got for me?
I don't have any. Yeah, I don't have any movies. Right now, I haven't really been watching TV like that, but a few shows that I've been watching. I don't know if y'all had a chance to see it. No, bro. Rap shit. Okay. It's on HBO. It's on HBO. And for those who haven't seen it, it's produced by Issa Rae, executive produced by the City Girls, and it's loosely based on the City Girls' rise to fame. So it takes little parts out of their lives, whatever. And anything Issa Rae touches is damn near gold. And it's just a good show. It's a dope show. So rap shit and a show that I think is really funny. If y'all haven't caught it, it's a show called Southside. And it's about hilarious. It's a black show, and it's a comedy, and it's about this repo place, and they're in Southside Chicago, and it is fucking hilarious. I can't remember all the comedians in there, but they are hilarious. Check it out. I think it's on HBO also. So Southside, if you want to laugh, check the first season. I think Lil Rel's in the first season. Chance the Rapper's in a few episodes, I think. But it is fucking hilarious. So Southside and rap shit.
As far for me, I got 2 movies, man. I don't really have any shows outside of my normal reality television stuff that I watch all the time. But I got a couple movies, man. I don't know if you guys seen Big George Foreman.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Really good movie, man. Really
perfect
good movie.
song to end the movie, by the way.
Yeah.
Perfect song.
Yeah. Hey, I love that movie, man. George Foreman's from Houston. He grew up in my home city.
And I did not know that before watching the movie. So that was really dope.
Yeah.
I had no idea. And I love George Foreman.
Yeah.
Had no idea.
Yeah, he was a icon growing up, man, especially being from the H. So it was cool to see that movie, man. I got to see a lot of stuff I got to find out a lot of stuff I didn't even know about George Foreman, bro. But it was a really good movie. Second, the Super Mario Brothers movie is the bomb. It just hit Netflix. I love that movie. Me and my daughter watch it almost every day. And it's a really good movie, man. They correlated every single Mario game into this film. And it's real funny, man. You got Seth Rogen playing as Donkey Kong. You got Jack Black as Bowser. Chris Pratt as Mario, man. It's a dope cast. Cool story, man. Really funny movie, man, for everybody of all ages, bro. Especially for cats in our generation who grew up playing Mario Brothers. So, yeah. Them my 2.
Well, great. I about to say I pretty much seen all of yours. I'm gonna have to check out Arlon's. I'm about to say I heard about the show, but I really wasn't interested. But I have to check it out and give it a shot.
But if you want to laugh, Southside's the one.
I'm not really a big fan.
It's like you seen The Office, right?
I don't like The Office.
Okay, why you don't like it? Because it's
trash.
like dry humor. Okay, dry trash humor.
It's true.
Imagine black humor, all funny. I
watched a little bit. I wasn't a fan.
A South
I was
Side?
I was like, it's cool
Bruh,
for what it is.
how much you
but-
watch? Like 10 minutes, bro.
No, when I
like-
give shows a chance, I probably give them like 3 episodes. And I'll be like, I'll try to finish the season. I think they
It's like
canceled
break.
the show.
Well, season 3?
I think they did.
3 just came out this year, I think. 3 just came out this year.
I have to double check that.
But Breaking Bad started out slow to me. I
Oh,
almost gave up.
don't
on
you
it.
ever disrespect
But boy,
Breaking.
but bro,
Hold on. Matter of fact, that's exactly what we'll do on the next pod. Top 5 shows that everybody should watch. It can be your top 5 shows ever. Breaking Bad is on mine.
Oh,
I
sure.
highly recommend that.
For sure.
I ain't think we wanted to go there, but I'm gonna save it for next week. So have y'all list ready. That's one of them. That's already sneak preview for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But as always, shout out to my guys. Always looking out. We was arguing. Me and DeHaven were literally arguing for an hour before we even got on here.
That's
I
how you do
wish
it.
this
That
podcast
was the show.
it's literally almost at 2 hours. It could have been 3 hours if we got
That was the
on
show.
there.
Easy.
That was the show.
That was really the show for real. Oh man, I wish I just really recorded that and just save it for a later day and just drop it. Just because. But man, shout out to Arlon. Shout out to DeHaven, man, for always helping out when they can. Shout out to Quint, even though he couldn't be on this pod, hoping that everything good with him. But he better send these picks in because he gonna drink. Just for one more time for Quint, man, you got to show your shirt. You lost a bet and you finally owning up to it. You got to wear this ugly, dirty, musty shirt.
I'm gonna take it right off after this podcast.
And that's why I wore this for you to make you feel better.
You know, that's why I got the flag in the background.
Yeah. F-A-N-M. That's why y'all lost the state, even though we lost the state and y'all. F y'all. But as always, man, appreciate y'all for supporting. Keep supporting. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, come join the pod. Cause we're gonna keep going up and up. Shout out to all the haters, cause we know y'all out there as always. And as always, how we end the pod. Roll Tide.